Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, an old junk motor. Yeah, this is an old pre-war motor that wanted to do a quick video on this. As you see, I bypassed the E-unit. This is, I don't know, I got this years, probably longer than that ago. It's just been sitting over in the box. As you see, it is pre-war and it's missing both of the contactors. And of course, the pre-war had two. And I have one, and I just don't want to waste it on this old beat-to-death motor. Now, this motor, as you see, is assembled out of junk parts. And these are actually front wheels. And I drilled them and have the push rods attached with screws. Anyway, this was junk. The interesting thing about it, the reason I wanted to do the video, is if you encounter a pre-war motor that's missing the contactors, you're pretty much screwed until you order some from Grossman's or eBay till you find some. But I was curious, could you put a standard full-size contactor on a pre-war motor? And it turns out, yes, you can. All I had to do was slightly rebend this so it's nice and straight on both ends. And as you see, slightly flared on that end because that's the end I've been practicing with. But just make a nice straight L bend on the end of this and take the one-piece contactor, push down on the contact spring, hook this over the peg, do the same thing on this side, pull this out just a bit to snap over, and you have a new contactor on a pre-war motor that is one piece, and it works. It stays centered because you got this nice square bend on the end there. So it supports itself. It's got two contacts underneath it that are actually the springs carrying the voltage. So you've got a really, really great connection. The nice thing about doing this, of course, is you don't have to have these individual contactors. If you have the contactor and a motor, bang, you're up and running. And you saw how quickly I put that on there. And, of course, it works. Now, this only runs forward, but as you see, it runs perfectly. Now, this is just an old junk motor, literally junk. The tab is broken off on that side that holds the crossbar. This one is virtually ready to go. So I will very likely mount a piece of wood across here with a screw to hold that. Anyway, it's made completely out of junk parts. The thing is, if you have a pre-war motor that is missing one of the contactors or missing both of the contactors, just retrofit a one-piece contactor off a standard Marx motor and you're up and running. Now, I didn't know I could do this until tonight. And like I said, I was looking for a contactor, and I just didn't want to waste it on this junk motor. And I thought, let's do an experiment and see if a standard one-piece contactor will fit this motor, and it does. And the contacts themselves are actually the spring. There is no center spring or center post, and yet it's staying completely square because it's riding on those pegs with a nice straight bend in the end of this. So in any case, this works. It's really simple to do. It gets the motor up and running virtually instantly. You don't have to order the two different contacts. So just a quick tip. I learned something new tonight myself. I didn't know you could do this. This is going to save a lot of pre-war motors, that's for sure. I have several that are missing one of the contacts. So in this way, I can just put a full-size contact on it and not worry about it. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. This works. It's simple. It only takes a minute. It gets this old motor up and running. Anyway, I just wanted to do a video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, benztrains@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.